आप सबका स्वागत है मेरे YouTube चैनल ए प्लस मैथमेटिक्स में।
Now we will consider this with the help of an example. So you are given that f is from 2, 3, 4, 5 set to this set such that f of 2 is 3, f of 3 is equal to 4, f of 4 equal to f of 5 equal to 5. Means image of 2 is 3 according to this, image of 3 is 4, image of 3 is 4 and image of 4 and 5, both the elements have same image as 5. Similarly, a function g defined by this from 3, 4, 5, 9 to this set such that you are given this condition, we need to find GOF. As you know, let us say this set is A and this set is B, means here f is defined from A to B. Clearly 3, 4, 5, 9, 3, 4, 5, 9, this set become B. Let us say this is a new set, let us say this become C. So here G is defined from B to C and GOF is defined from A to C. Okay. So now what we will do? We will find the value of GOF by taking the element of set A. Right? Now set A contains element 2, 3, 4, 5. So first of all we will find GOF of 2, then GOF of 3, then GOF of 4 and then GOF of 5. We will evaluate these four values. You can see this is G of f of 2, okay, and this is G of f of 3, G of f of 4 and G of f of 5. Alright, now you can see f of 2 is equal to 3, so this value become G of 3 and G of 3 is equal to 7. F of 3 is equal to 4, it become 4 and G of 4 is equal to 7. F of 4, F4 is equal to 5, so it become G of 5 and value of G of 5 is 11. Similarly, F of 5 is equal to 5, so put this value and G of 5 is again you will get 11. Okay, so in this way we will evaluate your GOF. So if you are given a function f and g, then you can evaluate such a GOF. Now I'll take another example. F is from R to R, where R stands for real number. G also defined from R to R, real number to real number, such that fx is equal to cos x and gx is equal to 3x square. We need to find GOF and FOG. Let us evaluate. First I will evaluate GOF of x, which is g of fx. Now fx is nothing, it is cos x, and what g will do? G will square the number and multiply by 3. Square the number and multiply by 3, or we can say it is 3 cos square x. Similarly, if you want to find FOG can be written as f of gx, then it is equal to f of, in place of gx we have 3x square, so you will put 3x square. What function f do? It take the cosine of the value, means here we have 3x square, we will take cos of this value and you will get cos of 3x square. So this is your GOF and this is your FOG. Can you see they are equal? No. So it is not necessary that FOG and GOF must be equal, they can be different. Now see the working rule. Let us say f is defined from natural number to y, where y is any set such that all those element of natural number such that y is equal to 4x plus 3 for some x belongs to natural number. Right? This function defined from set n to set y, where n stands for natural number and y stands for this set. Okay, and fx is given by 4x plus 3. We need to check whether f is invertible or not. Here we have to show that f is invertible, and if f is invertible, then prove we need to find the inverse. Okay, now what we will do, first of all, we will consider the given function equal to y. Every time you will consider this equal to y. Say this is y equal to 4x plus 3. If you shift the term, this 3 to left hand side, you will get y minus 3 is equal to 4x. Shift 4, you will get y minus 3 upon 4 equal to x. Here what we have to do, we will find a function g, because f is defined from natural number to y. We need to define a function g from y to natural number, and if we got gof of x is equal to identity element and fog of y again equal to identity element, then we can say they both are inverse of each other. Okay, means here this gof should be equal to x and fog should be equal to y, then you can say they are invertible of each other. Now what we will do, let us say this x is, because this is expression in y, let us say this function is represented by gy, say this is equal to gy equal to y minus 3 by 4. Now what we will do, we will find the value of gof as well as fog. Now consider gof of x, which is g of fx. In place of fx, what we can put this 4x plus 3, and what g will do, g will subtract 3 from the term and then divide by 4. What g will do, it will subtract 3 from this term and divide by 4. Solve it, 3 get cancelled, 4x by 4 you will get x. Clearly gof of x is equal to x. Gof of x is equal to x. Now we need to check fog. If we consider fog of y. Now why we are taking fog of y? Because if you write down like this, f of g of y, so we have to take that value on which g is defined, and we have considered g is defined from y to natural number, so we are taking element y from this set, where you can write down where y belongs to capital Y. Okay, now g of y is, we have considered y minus 3 by 4, and what f will do, f multiply this number by 4 and add 3. Multiply the number by 4 and add 3. You will get y minus 3 plus 3, you will get y. Again you got fog equal to y. Fog of y equal to y implies your both the function gof and fog, they both are identity function. Identity function implies g is inverse of f, and identity function also implies f is invertible, because we need to prove f is invertible, right? Invertible, and g is inverse of f and represented by f inverse. So here we can say f inverse is nothing, this is equal to g, and what was g? G was y minus 3 by 4, so we can write down f inverse of y is y minus 3 by 4, and if you want to write down this in terms of x, we can write down f inverse x is nothing, it is x minus 3 by 4. Generally what we used to do, we used to write our answer in term of x only. Okay, we write answer in term of x. Now let us take another example. You are given that a set y, y is equal to n square, where n belongs to natural number and f is defined from natural number to y, such that fn is equal to n square. We need to check whether f is invertible or not. So what was the working rule? First of all, consider the given equal to y. So let us say y equal to n square implies n is equal to plus minus root y, because we are considering natural number, so we can consider n is equal to root y only. Negative we can ignore, because natural number, in natural number negative number does not exist. So n is equal to root y, because f is defined from n to y, and we generally used to define g from y to n. And the value of this is nothing, this is equal to gy. Okay, like we have done in the above question, right? So this is your gy. Now what we will do, we will find the value of gof and fog. Okay, let us say fog of y, f of gy, f of gy means root y, and what f will do, f square the value. So f will square the value and you will get equal to y, implies identity function. Similarly, if we find gof of x, which is g of fx, fx means x square, fn n square, fx x square, and what g will do, g will take the root of the value, so it will take root of x square and it will get x. You will get x. Again, their identity function implies your inverse can be defined. F inverse x is nothing, this is equal to g, which is equal to root of x. Basically it should be root y, but I told you we have to represent the number in term of x, so it will be root x. Okay, so this is the way we used to evaluate inverse of a function. Okay, consider this question. Exercise 1.3 question number 3. You are given that fx is mod x, gx is mod x plus 2. We need to find fog and gof. First of all, find fog, f of gx. Now value of gx is nothing, gx is mod 5x minus 2, and what f will do, f put the value in mod. So f will put this value in mod, means mod of mod 5x minus 2. Okay, now double mod or single mod, one and the same thing, so we can simply write down mod 5x minus 2. Okay, now consider gof. Gof is nothing, g of fx. Now g of fx, in place of fx we will put value of fx, which is mod x, and what g will do, g will put the value inside this mod, means inside of 5, in place of x you will put mod x. Now because this mod is on the single term, so it will remain like this only, and that's the answer. Okay, see one more question. This is question number 8. Now the function defined from positive real number to 4 to infinity, given by x square plus 4. We need to show this is invertible. First of all, what we will do, consider the given value equal to y. Let this value x square plus 4 equal to y, implies x square is equal to y minus 4, x is equal to plus minus root y minus 4, but because x used to come from positive real number, so it cannot be negative, so we will consider only positive value root y minus 4, and the same value is considered as gy, such that g is defined from 4 to infinity to r positive. Now what we will do, we will check fog as well as gof. We will consider fog of y. First we will find fog, then we will find gof, and check whether they are identity function or not. Fog of y means f of g of y. G of y means this root y minus 4. And what f will do? F make the square of that number and add 4. Means square of this number and add 4. You will get this square and square root get cancelled. Y minus 4 plus 4. If you solve it, you will get y implies identity function. Similarly, evaluate gof g of fx. In place of fx, put the value of fx, which is x square plus 4. Now what g will do? G will put the value in root by subtracting minus 4. G will put this value in root, but by subtracting minus 4. By subtracting 4. Now solve it. 4 get cancelled. X square you will get equal to x implies identity function. So this is also identity function. Now clearly this fog and gof, they are identity function. So we can say f is invertible and f inverse is nothing. This is equal to g. And what was g? G was this. If it is defined on y, it should be equal to root y minus 4. But your answer should be in term of x only. So we can write down f inverse x is nothing root of x minus. Okay. So this is the way to evaluate inverse of a given function. Now one more question is very, very important, which generally used to come in exam. This question very, very important. This is question number 9 of your textbook. F from r positive to minus 5 to infinity, and given that fx equal to 9x square plus 6x minus 5, we need to check whether f is invertible or not. So first of all, your function, it is not a simple function. If we simply take this equal to y, we are not able to solve it. First of all, what we need to do, we will make the perfect square by the same formula which we have done in class 10. Now see the solution. Your question is, let us say 9x square plus 6x minus 5. If I take it common, say this is your equal to fx. If I take 9 common, you will get x square plus 6 by 9x, and let us say this minus 5 remain outside. Now if you remember, we used to add and subtract half the coefficient of x its whole square. So coefficient of x here is 6 by 9, its half, you will get 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 square is 1 by 9. Add and subtract 1 by 9 minus 1 by 9, you will get x plus 1 by 3 whole square minus 1 by 9 minus 5, open the bracket, 9 into x plus 1 by 3 whole square. 9 and 9 get cancelled, you will get minus 1 and minus 5. Further we can say it is 9 into x plus 1 by 3 whole square minus 6. Right? So now you will proceed as we have discussed earlier. Let us say this value is equal to y. Now we will find value of x. 9 into x plus 3 whole square is equal to y plus 6. If you consider this, shift this y 9, you will get x plus 3 whole square is equal to y plus 6 by 9. X plus 1 by 3 is nothing root of y plus 6 by 9 with plus minus sign, or we can say x is equal to minus 1 by 3 plus minus root y plus 6 by 3. Square root of 9 is 3. Okay, so in this way we evaluate this thing. But remember, your range in question in this, you are given a number is real, positive, real number. So positive real, for this we have to ignore this minus sign, and you have to take only minus 1 by 3 plus root y plus 6 by 3. If you take LCM, that also you can do. Now that this is considered as gy remember. And now we will define g. G is from the reciprocal of that, which is minus 5 to infinity to r positive. Now what we will do, we will find Fogg and Goff and check whether they are identity function or not. Fogg as well as Goff. Okay. Now Fogg we will consider y, which is f of gy. Value of gy is this minus 1 by 3. So put this value minus 1 plus y plus 6 by 3. I combine the term. Now what f will do? In f we will put the values. In f you have this thing. So we'll put the values 9 into minus 1 plus root y plus 6 by 3 its whole square plus 6 into this value minus 5. Okay. Now if you solve it, what you will get? You will get automatically equal to y. You have to solve it. You can solve it yourself. So you will get equal to y. Similarly, if you solve Goff of x, means g of fx, g of fx is 9x square plus 6x minus 5. Okay. So we'll put that value 9x square plus 6x minus 5. Now put this value in the function of g. G is this. So it is minus 1 plus root 9x square plus 6x minus 5. See, the value which is inside g is here only. So we'll put here only and plus 6 divided by 3. Now again if you solve it, you will get equal to x. So implies we can say they are identity function. Alright, and implies your f inverse of y is nothing equal to g of y, which is equal to root y plus 6 minus 1. Just I arrange the term, and if you write down this answer in term of x, it will be root of x plus 6 minus 1 by 3. So this is your inverse of y. Okay. Now you will try the questions of the such exercise. If you feel in difficulty, just comment in the comment box. Okay. Thank you.